again. But yeah, I believe the next map is going to be Villa in the pool.
Ooh.
So
Villa.
that'll be interesting. I mean, I've got some experience on that, given we've played it in NA for a season now.
Yeah, Villa. It's actually pretty popular at the lower levels of play.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Higher levels, some high level people have said, we don't like it. Lower levels, they love it, man. I've played too many Villa bugs.
Yeah. I mean, I had to main call a newcomer team through Villa Week, which was something.
Yeah.
So shout out to Santa Fe Laundromat.
Oh.
But,
I think
yeah.
we
also saw it in the Div 1 playoffs a couple times, I think.
Yeah, it can be kind of be an upset pick because it is so new still, and I'm excited to see these teams play it, or the teams play it. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think many of the players actually playing are particularly stoked about it. Australians are like not too into change, so we generally react pretty badly to new maps.
Badlands.
Yeah, dude.
You
Badlands
still
is
play
beast.
Badlands?
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
we got Americans discover ozfortress here.
Yeah, so news for everyone, Salt Free did not get kicked out first round. It's messed up.
Yeah.
Are they the mega
it's kind of screwed up our
underdogs?
plan. It's kind of screwed up our plan because most of those people are supposed to cast this tournament.
Yeah, we were expecting... They got a 5-0, oh my gosh.
Oh,
wow.
no. Who was that against?
It was like a fairly new team.
Was it one of your icebreaker teams?
No, it wasn't. They got 5-0 as well, though. Seedings are rigged. Down with ozfortress.
Oh no.
Oh, Mitch has gone into a blind panic. Alright, but we are going to be throwing to a quick break as we decide what game's going to be coming up. Stick with us here on CappingTV. We'll see you in a bit.
No more patience when I'm feeling
everyone? Welcome back to CappingTV. Thanks for sticking with us through that short break. We're here in the second round of the Isolation Devastation Pro Mod Test Cup, and we're here on a very new and strange map. It is Villa between Drainers Anonymous and Boomers Rockets. And I'm still Ire. I'm still here with TC Mono, Liz, and Mitch on the production.
Hello, hello.
Alright, Liz, you're our resident analyst here, and also the only caster who isn't American. What are these guys?
That's a difficult question. So it's kind of like a Boomer team versus a Zoomer team, not gonna lie. There's like a lot of old players on Boomers Rockets, obviously. I think it'll be a pretty even match. Like, Will is really good, I know it's really good. Scandal's really good. And then, yeah, OZ, Real, and Tao, they're pretty good. Hawk is an old admin, so that's pretty exciting. Is he admin again, actually? I always forget. Mitch. Hawk. Oh, well, anyway.
Wait. This, the Charlie in the server isn't European Charlie, right?
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I was hoping not.
I mean, I think it'll be a pretty even game.
Yeah, but who knows on this map? It's crazy, wonky new stuff. It's Villa.
I don't think literally, like, anyone on this server will have played it before.
Well, there is, like, Skaz's, like, test pug group or whatever, right?
Yeah, I don't think they've played this recently, at least. So, it's... I know they were joking in chat being like, what's the rollout? But, like, they probably genuinely don't know.
Okay, well, we should at least be able to help there, because, like, we've been playing this for a season in RGL at this point. You know, It's been controversial. Some teams have liked it. Some teams just really haven't. I know where I come down on the spectrum, but I'm not here to give my opinion on that necessarily.
Yeah, you know, let the map speak for itself. That's what I say.
Yeah. And we'll let the players complain.
Yeah, they genuinely don't know where anything is. I got a message from one of their players saying, I don't understand what this map is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I learned most of my theory on this game from Patty doing a map talk on it on stream, so... I mean, I think I'm pretty well versed at this point, you know?
Bit of an expert.
Yeah, a bit of an expert. I mean, compared to y'all.
Bit of a Villa expert. Though this version is not actually the same version.
Yeah, it's got some slight tweaks, but it's pretty much the same. And I think we actually have waitlist issues. Well, we have a cow mangler. But I thought we were not testing that anymore? Unless that's changed? Well, okay, because what we heard before was that the whitelists were broken, so we're not testing that, because it was originally going to be testing Solemn Vow and Cow Mangler unbanned. But now, I mean, we have one Cow Mangler in the server. I don't know. We may be having some config issues. We're not sure. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. Or maybe we won't, and we'll just hope.
Hope the players know what's up.
Do they?
From the chat, it does not look like they know where mid is. So I hope they can figure that out before they start.
I mean, there's only so many points on the map. I'm sure they'll figure it out. They're smart boys.
Yeah.
Well, that's giving them a bit much credit.
I hope they can locate mid. I think that's a pretty good base. These guys are intermediate.
I mean, it's a pretty map.
It is very pretty.
I genuinely don't know if they're going to start on time just because all of them are trying to figure out map is. I don't think anyone screwed this map coming into this cup.
Well, I would be very surprised if they did, but I don't know. I guess to touch on the weapon changes for a bit, because whether we're testing them or not, we've seen actually both of those weapons unbanned in NA. So the Cow Mangler, not the CappingTV, was unbanned in ESCA for ages, and you basically saw every soldier run that, because there's almost no downside. Like, it has infinite ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also get that explosion, fiery explosion.
The charge shot can be a nice utility, and usually just like spamming a choke or whatever. But like, it's mostly just like you never run out of ammo on your rocket launcher, so you can just spam away without thinking.
Yeah, and especially on older maps like Badlands, where ammo management is a very big concern, it can be really crucial to have at least one of your soldiers run the Cow Mangler, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. And so the other change that was going to be proposed, this Solemn Vow being unbanned. Well, I would actually highly suggest anyone who hasn't already go to TF2 and check out Recurse's article on that. He broke down a bunch of really interesting statistics about how that's been going, and talked to like a lot of top medics about that, because it has been banned for a season now in RGL, or unbanned rather. And I mean, basically just seen every medic run it, or every top medic at least.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. My team has been scrimming recently, coming up for this next RGL season, and our medic's been trying to use it, and it's been actually putting him in some pretty bad positions, because you know he's trying to see what the other med's at, but you know, gets caught out.
Yeah. Well, I know from my experience using it and from talking to like invite medics about it, what it tends to be its real utility. It's less about tracking Uber or like the other medic health. But it's more about like when you're in a team fight and your combo is fighting, your medic can see the other team's health. So you can call focus fire really, really well, and it can give you the edge in those fights. So it's like there's almost no reason not to run it.
Yeah, that is very true. Whereas the Uber Saw only comes in clutch in those very specific moments where you may not even make it through the other side of that exchange. So
yeah. So it's just, I don't know. Should it be unbanned or not? I don't know. I personally don't like it because I feel like it removes a lot of the communication in those fights that would be necessary otherwise. But
I do think that, like, yeah, it does. You could argue that it lowers the skill ceiling for medic, but some people would argue that it increases medics, you know, main caller potentials, which you know is something that you can say is a good thing. But you know, I'm not a medic main. I can't really say what I think it does or does not do. I can just say as a roamer, I'm just happy to get some heals at all. So
yeah, well, it's like as someone who is a med main, like I can say, I don't think you need to necessarily like unband this to get people to play medic, but I think the people who say like ban crossbow, I've always been against that just because it's the one thing that makes medic bearable. Like, let me have my fun gun.
Yeah, you know, a medic crossbow air shot, those are satisfying.
Yeah, I have to aim and think, and I don't just click on people and get yelled at.
You know, this time you click at someone in the air, and then you get yelled at because you weren't healing someone else, you know? Rotate heals, guys.
You had to mention it.
Heal me.
Trying to ruffle my glory. Nah, you're roamer. You stay down, boy.
Oh no, single digit heals again.
I know we actually do have some other changes I haven't really mentioned. I think most of them are pretty accepted, like quality of life stuff, like no Halloween souls. One thing I have noticed is there's no pipe spin.
Yeah,
so I think that's why we've been seeing people run stock more as opposed to Iron Bomber.
Oh, wow. Okay, so is there actually a difference between VA grenade launchers and how they, I guess, launch?
This has to be a fake ready up, right? Because we're 5v6. I know there was a thing in the rules saying if you didn't have 5, you had to play with 5. So we're watching your 5v6. Okay. But we're just gonna be going straight. We're going straight into this mid, or at least our casters are. Our observer isn't necessarily, but
yeah, maybe not.
But we're just gonna see. I think Red actually might have looked at the map before, so they're gonna rep to mid a fair bit quicker and just bully out Blue on the high ground.
Yeah, Red does have a player ad, so they should technically just win this. If everything goes according to plan and they play perfect TF2, which looks like they do, they're taking down Scandalous, and they now have a 2-player, 3-player ad, and yeah, Thorough should be getting out here as Red just mulches them on the second point.
Yeah, it's just Fluoro trying to keep his players up, and now we're going into what I personally think is the worst area of this map, which is the last. Although we might not be here for long enough for me to like talk about it, which is unfortunate, because we've got a soldier already in. They're running cow manglers. We don't know if this is actually going to be allowed, but I mean, hey, they're running it.
That was a very good bomb nonetheless, taking down Tao, who I don't think it used their Uber, but is all for naught as Red does cap up this second point anyways.
Yeah, we can, yes, that's the first round going the way of 2 Drainers Anonymous, as we'll see if they manage to keep their mid-hot streak up here. As, I think that's pretty standard. Yeah, I think they have actually practiced the rollout a little bit. But it feels like Boomers have managed to maybe find something more there. I think we just saw a fully charged Cow Mangler rocket jump? I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, and it looks like Red is just taking up all this high ground, mulching the Boomers up in this little area right outside the library. And Badonkers? I don't know what his actual name is. I assume that's an alias. Getting a nice 3 or 4K on that mid. And yeah, unless...
That's Bitler.
Bitler, I see. Alright. Bitler doing some nice damage on that mid. Unless the Boomers change something else, I think the Zoomers are going to take this one.
Yeah, they will. And now, yeah, so as I said, we are in kind of the weird area of Villa, which is this lobby and last area. Scandal tried to get in for a sack onto Tal. Not going to find anything. And it looks like, actually, Boomers have their 6th in the server, so that should help at least slow the roll.
Yeah, but it may be a little too late for this round, as all of them are down, and the Drainers are going to be capping up this point.
Yeah, they are. So now we're going to finally see an even mid, 6 people on both teams. Wow, you love to see it.
Yeah, you do. Normally that's only what you see, but you know, this game has been a little funky.
They're getting creative, man. Ozfortress is crazy, man. And both of us actually now arriving to it about the same time, so they figured it all out. They got it super high bomb in Scandal. I'm gonna just die immediately.
Yeah, Tao can be going down. Yeah, Honkanah nice getting rockets. That rocket off. Yeah, but it looks like Drainers have some... Oh no, Boomers have some... No, Drainers.
Drainers is red, yes.
Drainers have some very bad health, while the Boomers try to retreat to their second point. The Boomers did keep up their medic and Fluoro, so they should be able to re-push out and onto mid.
Oh, and those soldiers are just getting scout classed into Oblivion. Let's go. Yeah, Fluoro's gonna be taking in this full Uber ad through books here. So we got soldiers trying to rocket jump, struggling a little bit, but they get it in the end.
Yeah, that demo was staying a bit too far in, and it's gonna be taken out. Ozzy just gonna be managed to make their way out of the choke, and it looks like the Boomers finally gonna get able to get a point on the board here. Actually, no, just a point.
Just the midpoint on the board, but like, you know, that's a good point to have. And the bell will toll for them. That's the best part of this map. When you cap mid, you get that nice bell toll.
Yeah, it reminds me of Propaganda, where the same thing
don't remind me of Propaganda. Don't remind me of Propaganda. I don't want to think about that.
I'm sorry, but it looks like the Boomers are getting some picks up here, and there's 2 down on the side of Drainers. Looks like Ozzy might go down as well, and almost an air shot from Ozzy, I think, as well. And we're going to be capping up this point. The Uber was popped, so Tao is going to be having a nice Uber ad to defend this point. And yeah, and it looks like actually going in onto Tao didn't quite make it. Scandal is actually getting the almost drop onto Tao.
I would assume that Blue would want to dry push that because, you know, no one was up on their Uber yet. So Tao did go down in all of it, and Fluoro, he's still up, so that'll be a pretty significant Uber ad in the hands of Boomers as they look to defend mid here.
Yeah, just look and see what they can do. They have a full player ad, and it looks like the Boomers do have a 60% ad. But yeah, they're looking to use that coming in through choke, getting some good damage onto Blit. Yeah,
the
going
spam
super
is
low
very
here.
Good,
yeah, some good spam, but doesn't quite take them down. Looks like they're content though to get the second point.
Fluoro died. Hawk was, I didn't catch where he was sitting, but just in one of the billion little corners on the second.
Yeah, taking it down, and that is going to kill that push for them. Looks like the Drainers are getting come out.
I know, did get in onto...
Oh yeah, getting in on the Tau.
But not gonna find the frag, and then what matters really. We have a soldier in Hong Kong. In I guess this like Balkan area. I always forget what to call that. He's gone into the depth of Hitler in the... Having just this is a terrible fight. Oh no. Apparently I'm lagging. Sorry about that, guys.
That's alright. That was a very good Scott whiskey kill? Melee kill. Oh, Tau going down to Scandalous fell. I don't know where Scandalous came from, but getting that on the Tau is very good for for the Boomers. And yeah, Drainer's trying to probably make something of this, try to get on the Fluoro and equalize this medic situation out. Looks like Lobobo trying to go in. Yeah.
And they did manage to find Fluoro. It was Ozzy with the big 2K. Charlie as well, so... I mean, they found their man. And Tau, he's all up right now. I think just action.
Yeah, and it looks like
this fight is still going on. Susa's just... we got a 3? Out of nowhere. So that's
nice
second to Drainers.
Yeah. And any momentum the Boomers had in this is looking like it's going to be depleted. Ubers are about even, so it's just going to be on how the Drainers want to push into this last point.
Yeah, and I don't know, it looks like they're only just getting into lobbies. You can... There's not really an Uber ad for them, so... They should be able to hold last, unless they decide to dry push it.
Ozzy saying his confusion, typing what is even happening. Maybe that is just due to his lack of map knowledge, but... You know, they're in the lead right now, so something's working.
Yeah. Well, people are spamming noisemakers and building. It's the festive time of year. We had a sentry going up on the right-hand side, as well as the heavy on point. So they've really doubled down on this. I'm surprised not to see a Brass Beast, because every Aussie game I watch, man, I swear, they love the Brass Beast.
Oh, I guess that
must be... I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I guess that's an Aussie-specific thing, because I don't think we have that over in NA.
Yeah, you see it occasionally in like EU games, but never in NA, man. Just they love their heavies to not move as much, I guess.
Yeah, you know, they love those mobile heavies in NA.
Yeah. Heavy pushing last, it just works.
Yeah, it does. But fortunately, the Drainers are not going to be using such a thing. Will going in, almost, yes, he's going to be caught out right there, and that is very bad for the Boomers.
But Ozzy tried to get in a little too far as well. Actually, we've got some very creative, fully charged cow mangler angles here. As Hong Kong actually just cleans up 2 on the flank. Very nice, and this Uber chain is going to be happening in right at the same time. So much going on.
So much
well, the Uber
on.
didn't find much of anything at all, but the flank did get wiped out.
Yeah, that's true, and it looks like the Boomers are going to try and push and prod into this lobby area, see if they can make any space at all. But it looks like the Drainers have backed up respectably and are going to be able to hold this second point.
Yeah, interesting to see these soldiers really like those fully charged cow manglers trying to like deny chokes. And actually, it's this Susu on the but just here, just in time, watch him get completely demolished. And with after all that, Hal is actually down.
Yeah, and it looks like the Drainers are going to try and see if they can work anything off of this, trying to get Fluoro, cannot pronounce that, Fluoro down. And some spam going over there, trying to see if they can get any damage, but nothing. It was something very funny that happened in that Lobo was just standing on this rock while Scandalous was walking all the way in, did not see him at all, and actually jumped on his head, trying to bomb in onto the medic.
He's got a nice new hat.
Yes, a player hat, my favorite.
But I mean, we're gonna see them take this flu round in the left, gotta clear all their corners, cross their T's, dot their I's, all that. Scout's struggling to shoot stickies, but you know, it's just is what it is sometimes.
Stickies are hard, man. They're small, and it looks like
they really dodge too.
They do. They're being so stationary, and the Boomers are gonna be using their Uber into the Drainers that choke. Actually, Blit caught out there being flown straight up sky high, and it looks like the Drainers are going to try to get a Tau super low, almost, yeah, it will be picked up by Softly, and yeah, looking very good for the Boomers right now.
Oh, both the Drainers soldiers were just kind of stuck out in books, and they were not in that fight whatsoever. And so that'll be second capped by boomers. I kind of forgot we were fighting for second because everyone was dying on mid. But
yeah, and as you say that, Ozzy was actually still on last. I'm not sure what he was doing, but you know,
not sure he knew
there?
either.
No, perhaps not. It looks like the Janers are going to be trying to build on the second point, and yeah, it looks like the boomers have a good 30% ad here to be working with.
Yeah, they do. They'll try to work it in through this fountain area. We got soldiers going in for big bombs, though. Fluro's surfed it all the way out, but he needs help. Ozzy will finally go down after being in his face. But Cripplehawk
just runs in there.
And will. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, man. Okay, so Tao will be holding up now. 50% Uber ad. And climbing. Oh. And actually, Fluro's disconnected from the server?
Wow. You know, Cripplehawk fragged him so hard he timed out. You hate to see it.
Yeah, he fragged his router, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic Aussie internet. Lolbub's just gonna have an awkward fight. Tal dropped!
Scandalous with a very nice bomb in. And no one was watching. And actually, there is a backhab coming out from Softly. Not going to be able to get it out, though, as the Drainers capping up this midpoint. A little side action here going on in Library between the two roamers, I assume. Scandal is going to be bombing out behind them.
Looks like the other scout of Bammarino has just been the sacrificial lamb to switch onto medic for however long it's going to be.
They're back down to a 6v5. I guess, you know...
Okay, I guess we may be declaring this is GG. We don't really know what's going on here. It's a little bit of chaos. We're figuring stuff out.
Yeah, the Drainers are up 2-0, looking to push this last point. They don't have an Uber ad, but they do have a player ad. So if they can get a pick, it might be able to dry push this. As Will is pushed up very forward, does get spammed out a little, but retreats to safety.
Yeah, we're just having an awkward spam fight in the lobby right now. That's all that's really happening. As Bammarino is going to try to come up on the Uber. It will get it slightly faster, but I don't think he's aware or really cares about it at this point.
Yeah, you know, he's just here to dispense some heals. His demo wheel was turning on point, doing some dance move. Scandal is probably trying to go in for a sack there, does not get it, and Ozzy is traded out on. So some sacking of the roamers. You love to see it.
Oh, we
actually,
got Hong Kong
Uber
straight on it. And did manage to find that, so... The Uber exchange got it was a way better pop for Blue, ultimately, but it's on a demo and he's just struggling to find the frags on the gamers. Finally, the sentry goes down in this push. Everyone just is everywhere and no one knows what's going on. But there's some people fighting on point. It's just the demo man now. And I think unless this one soldier can crash it, he can.
He got knocked. Yeah, he got knocked off the point. And I think I saw someone join the server. I guess it was a bait, as they're still playing 5v6 here. And, you know, the Boomers haven't taken a point 6v6. I don't think they're going to be able to do it 5v6. But, you know, miracles can happen. Yeah. We'll see on this midpoint.
Especially because holding that last is so hard with one player down. There's so many entrances you have to watch. But as the blue team Scandalous, he's just going to throw his life straight away on that tank. Tao went down in all of it, but I think Bammarino's going to get the favor returned. He will. It's only Softly left up, running around on second. I don't think he's going to find much of anything. And oh yeah, they're definitely aware of him because they're spamming fully charged Cow Mangler shots in this direction.
You just peek library, or no, fountain, you see a fully charged shot coming at you, you leave.
You just
Story of a scout.
He's all the way back to last. How many people are they going to send back for him? They'll finally decide to go back to mid.
Oh, that's not his last. I thought he was going back to his last, but he's not.
No. That's their last.
Buying some time for his team.
With that player behind, it's now basically a 4v6 going in. They're just going to take advantage of that. We do finally have people joining. Whoever Jaeger Al-Masul is, supposedly a CappingTV caster.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you who it is, but one of the boys.
Jaeger.
I don't know who that is. These names are meaningless to me.
Yeah, it looks like Jaeger's coming out on Medic, but it doesn't matter. In that time, the Draeners have managed to cap up this point, and you know, their backs are up against the wall. Do you think Jaeger's going to be the thing that picks up the boomers and put them back into this game?
Yeah. I mean, Jaeger is generally something I go to when I'm feeling very down, so...
This is gonna be the comeback, dude. Just you wait.
The analyst has predicted the comeback.
Alright. Analysis cred on the line here. As it's not looking too good for boomers. A good bomb from Scandalous, but doesn't get anything. Softly picking up Labob. And then for Bammarino picking up Eshe Cat, so it's about even here. This could go their way for the first time. Some good damage, but they're all very low. If Red can sync up their damage onto the boomers, they'll be out. And it looks like they're going to be bullied out through Library. Oh, and Jaeger going down.
Yeah, he had the awkward thing where you just get popped by a rocket and you can't move, and the scouts running at you, you lock eyes. It's just traumatizing. We had some players try to sack in for Tal.
Nice
actually goes very low.
Ooh.
And Scandalous will manage to find the medic. This mid isn't technically over yet.
No. In fact, I don't think it's even... Yeah.
It's not even quite sad. I think Blue are finally out. No one really knows what's even going on.
No one's capping mid. Do the players care about mid?
Do the players care? That's a good question.
I don't know. Find out this and more. Scandal is going in for a bomb, taking out Ozzy. And it looks like Blue trying to contest for Library, not quite getting anything done, as actually Eshe Cat going down, Scandalous being traded out. And it looks like Blue might be able to take up this midpoint, as it's just Cripple Hawk and a Tau left, and they're going to be trying to retreat through choke here.
Yeah, this mid fight is still basically going on. It's really sad.
Yeah.
I think Blue are winning it. I don't think anyone's really won yet.
No.
The viewers are certainly not winning.
I think that was a 2-minute mid-fight there.
At least. I don't think it was really a mid fight at the point. I think it's just a DM fight. No one has capped mid this round. I think it's finally going to go to boomers. There we go. Look at it. We got it confirmed with Big Ben just ringing out. And they're so excited by that, they're going to Uber straight in.
Yeah, you know. They got that mid.
But they had so much ground cover that the Uber's just gonna get destroyed. And Jaeger, he's running out all on his lonesome. He's just got Bammarino to try and protect him. We got the meat shield. And it will work out, he'll live.
You know, Labob bombing there, trying to see what he can do, get some good damage, but not the frags. But you know, Draeners happy to cap up this midpoint after that very long first mid-fight that they had. Getting some good damage onto these forward spawners, actually taking down Will, and you hate to see that.
Yeah, Okay, yeah, so apparently what's happening in this round, we got some updates. This is the real deal. Real promo. Config issues fixed. Maybe. Some of them. Yeah. Akira, I got an idea for Tweaku. Let's remove these noisemakers, because it's throwing me off, man.
You know, I've got my game boiling turned all the way down, but it doesn't matter. Draeners cap up that last point, and a dominant 5-0?
It was a 5-0. Okay, I said config issues fixed, but I could be wrong.
No.
They're just going to mid.
The players just love this map so much.
I don't think... I think they're just scared that they, like, won't count if they don't play. Yeah, like, Boomer playing the default if they all just leave. Well, no, they're Boomers are leaving now.
Yeah, they're leaving.
So, I have some bad news, though. Liz, they did not win.
Yeah, I was really hoping they'd pull it through. A bit surprised, I would say. Well, you never know. Jaeger could have been the power player.
I don't know. It's kind of a B tier drink.
But
I already made that joke.
Alas,
that's terrible.
He sucks. Can't trust a Kiwi.
Oh, he's a Kiwi. That explains it.
Yeah, exactly.
See, this is the info I was lacking.
Yeah, it really changes things. Next time, my prediction will be better.
All right, well, it better be.
Mid-game prediction. Yeah, no, God. I think if it had been a 6v6 the entire time, it would have been a lot more even.
Yeah,
because
I think if we had players in the server, it would have been more even, you know?
Yeah, because honestly, when it was 6v6, they were pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's just it's hard to say just because there's so many factors, and especially on a map like this, where you're like shuffling your lineup through half of the map, and then you don't even know where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both teams didn't really look like they had a firm grasp on what the map flow was. And so I think at the end of the day, it just came down to having more people in the server, which is generally a good thing.
Generally. Sometimes it isn't. Oh, and we have big news, guys. Salt-free. Lightning does not, in fact, strike twice. They have lost.
They were on a bit of a roll, but, you know.
They're on a bit of a roll, that one game streak.
That one game. It means a world of difference.
One game better than no game.
It does in our hearts.
Yeah.